trouble loom in the earlier of today as the lawyer of Peter Obi that was beaten in court few weeks ago have finally come out to Scat.Ter and disgrace the senators in the House of Assembly. They never see this coming, they never believe that this guy can come back to disgrace them. They really want this video deleted, but the video is finally found. They've deleted it in a lot of places, but I'm playing you the same video in this very video. They want the video deleted, so if you can share this video, do it to share it. Share to the first social media platforms. Let it go viral. You will see the shenanigans and the rubbish that they are doing in the House of Assembly in Nigeria. The people that Nigeria put there to represent them. You will see what they are doing. It will shockalize you. So you can share the video, share it, and if you can share it, just like it as I'm watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us, and you will hear what Peter Obi said regarding the whole issue. Just stay connected. They are all fraud. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across the channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon alongside so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of things is happening in the House of Assembly right now which a lot of Nigerians are not paying attention to. The House of Assembly of each country is a place where they make the laws and all of that. For a country to progress, it depends on the House of Assembly. It's not even the president, because what the House of Assembly did not approve, the president cannot do it. So the House of Assembly, the Allo chamber, is very, very pivotal in any country that is practicing democracy. Now look at what they're doing in the Nigeria House of Assembly. In my last video I show you the salary of Nigeria senators, the fat salary that they're taking home every month, the allowances and all of that, where they're taking newspaper allowance of over 2 million naira plus and all of that, and you can see everything, all the allowance they're taking. Now still that is not enough. They still mafia money, they do all sorts of things. But look at what they're doing in the House of Assembly. Everything they're doing is just child play. You see the bills they're passing and all of that. It will shockalize. You will hear what Peter Obi said in this very video. You will see everything. And the Peter Obi lawyer that was beaten, they fought him in court and he was beaten in court a few weeks ago. That Obi's lawyer that was beaten have finally come out to Scat.Ter table. He disgraced Nigerian senators as if this is not enough. Something loomed out in the early after this. I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, just do it to share it as you're watching it. Share to the first social media platforms, share to groups, share to a lot of people. Let a lot of people come to see what is happening in Nigeria. Until this country is good, we won't rest. And if you can't share it, just like the video, like it as you're watching it, so that it will be recommended for us. I missed everything that is happening in the country. I missed the insecurity, I missed the food scarcity, the fuel scarcity, I missed the inflation of things. These people are not working towards how everything will be stabilized. They are not working towards how the poor masses will survive in the country, but all they are after is shadows that are not even chasing them. That's what their major aim is all about. Shadows that are not chasing them is their topmost priority. A video came out a few days ago, and I know that a lot of you have actually watched the video, so I'm not playing you the video in this very video. I'm playing you a new video entirely that was deleted in the earlier of today. Now this video that came out a few days ago was a video where some senators came out and they tried to pass a bill that open grazing should be allowed in the state of Nigeria, and they said the life of cows is more important than the life of human being. And I said it earlier, I said they said they should allow Fulani herdsmen to be taking their cows up and down in streets and all of that, from different places to another and all of that, so that they can have a chance of eating more farmers' crops, so that they can have a chance of carrying their AK-47 up and down and killing a lot of people in the street of Nigeria. And the causative agent of all this rubbish that is happening now is Buhari. That Buhari that left power recently is a very tribalistic man. I will say it again. Buhari was very tribalistic when he was in power, just because he did not want to know anything about Nigeria rule of law. Nigeria constitution is none of his concern. A lot of people were quiet under the regime of Buhari. A lot of people lost their life, but this man did not really care about the people that lost in their life. But if you should study the regime of Buhari, the topmost priority of Buhari is the cows. Cows are his topmost priority. Is so much value cows more than the life of a lot of people in Nigeria. And the same thing is what the senators members in the House of Assembly try to inculcate in the video that was released few days ago. You can see the situation where Akpabio was asking them that cows are not citizens of Nigeria and all of that, and they were trying to buttress the point that cows' life is more important than people's life in Nigeria. And you know, a time is coming in Nigeria when they will begin to allocate PVCs for cows, and cow will be voting the same way you are voting. Cow too will be voting, and the votes of the cows too will be counting, because we are now sharing citizenship with cows in the country, and that's what the senators are saying. That's not the video I want to show you in this very video. Just wait, that's the orchestrator of this video that I just want to watch you. I'm just giving you the background check and everything so that you understand what you're about watching. You know, they came out, they said they should allow open grazes, and you know, the causative agent of the inflation of food in the country presently is the Fulani herdsmen and all of that. They are one of the major reasons why Nigeria is suffering economic downfall as far as food is concerned. They are one of the reasons why Nigeria is suffering from food security and all of that. So that is what is happening now. Fulani herdsmen will enter someone's farm, they will eat the crops that the person have used his own life sweat to gather and to cultivate. They will eat everything up. These are wickedness in the highest order, and when the farmers try to challenge them, in most cases they quiet the farmers and all of that. They criminalize them. That's what they do. These people values the cow's life more than human life. They don't see the farmer's life as nothing, and you know, that's one of the major reasons why a lot of people find it difficult to farm. So people cannot go to farm alone because these Fulani men are carrying AK-47 up and down. You will hear what Peter Obi said. You will hear what Peter Obi lawyer said. Everywhere boiling the early hour of today. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, do it to share it. And if you can't share it, just like it. They want to make sure they roast this country. These people do not care about the poor masses. All they care about is shadows that are not chasing them. Just stay connected. After sharing the video, I'm coming back again. Just watch, see what is going on.
The senators that objected to this bill should be recalled immediately by their various constituencies. They should exercise their power under Section 69 of the Constitution to recall them, because they have lost it and they don't even know why they are there. Now, what do I mean? This is a bill that will help to assist the people that you are representing to start living like a human being, not like an animal. The people that you are representing are living inside bush. Somebody 7 years, 10 years will start rearing cow from all the way from Bonu to a place like Bayelsa, living inside bush. And a senator who is living in Asokoro is telling us that a Fulani man does not ask you for school, does not ask you for better house. Somebody that you are representing. Now, Ijoma morally, does that person qualify to be in that house? Look at the characters, those that are making us for us.
Are you aware that they were elected by
Who elected them?
They represent a group of persons.
Anyway, that one is the talk about.
And if those people they represent
now,
are some of those people you are saying should recall them?
That is what I'm saying now, because they impoverish these people, those people. They force them so that they will not be asking them questions. Because when you are 7 years, you are started living in the bush with cow, in the name of rearing cow. As at 30 years, how will you be reasoning?
But that has been now, that has been their culture. And that's what they call them nomads.
Yes, I accepted that is their culture. Let those senators, I think how many of them? 5 of them. Let them tell us the place, the bush, their own children are rearing cow. Let's start from them. It's their culture. It's a good work. It's something that we should encourage. They should tell us how many children they have. Where are they? Their children are in the UK, in US, attending the best school with the money, the constituency allowance they gave them. Because
but are you aware that some of these senators are farmers and they own some of these cows?
That is what I'm saying now. That is what they tell us. Are you know what I'm saying? They should tell us their own children. Are you know what I'm saying? Their grandchildren. Where are they? If you should, before you say that it's good, you should allow open grazing migration. We should encourage it. That children should come out of school and enter inside bush and start rearing cow. Let their children, where are their children? They should, like I expected, I think that's Danjuma Agoje, former governor of Gombe State. You should have told us that I have 5 children. All of them are inside bush as I'm talking to
Adamu
you. Adamu Alero also. Yes. They should be able to say, I have 7 children. As I speak to you, all of them are inside bush now, rearing cows. That is when we take him serious. So now, I'm here to talk about the law. which they want to use to justify their submissions. Now, section 41 they are talking about is talking about right to freedom of movement. Assuming without conceding that the right, they are talking about they are restricting people. You have a right, freedom of movement. That does not mean that I should enter into your farm as I like and destroy your crops. In every right, there must be exception. Now, it's talk about right to freedom from discrimination, section 42. Discriminating against who? Are they the only people that are rearing cows? They are trying to tell us that it's only Fulanis, it's only Hausas that are rearing cows. There are some people, other tribes that are also into that business. Now, the point we are making is that this particular section does not apply. That does not mean that probably when you have your cow, you have your ranch, after grooming them, you can carry them to southeast in your lorry to go and sell. Not to moving them inside somebody's farm, as I think I saw one of the video you show here, how they are destroying, the cows are destroying somebody's crops. So the right we are also talking about, just like what the Senate President said, is for human beings and not for animals. So they coming to tell us that it offends the provisions of section 41 and section 42 of freedom of movement and freedom of discrimination, it doesn't work. And telling us that enacting that bill will invalidate the provisions of the section 42 and 41 or 42 of the Constitution. May I also inform him that he should read section 45 very well. Look at, in fact, let me start to read that section 41 he talks about. He said, nothing in subsection 1 of this section shall invalidate any law that is reasonably justified in a democratic society. I'm talking about the section 41 he's talking about. Then you talk about the restriction. When we started, I told you that in every law, in the enforcement of fundamental rights we are talking about, there are the restrictions and the derogations from the fundamental rights. What are the restrictions? What are the derogations? That I'm talking about the exceptions. Now, if you watch this, he said, nothing in these sections, we are talking about section 41, section 37, nothing in these sections of this Constitution shall invalidate any law that is reasonably justified in a democratic society. In the interest of defense, public safety, public order, and the public morality and public health. B, for the purpose of protecting rights and the freedom of other persons. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. Then 2 said, an act of National Assembly shall not be invalidated by only reason that it provides for taking during periods of emergency or measures that derogate from the provisions of these sections. Now, what this law is talking about is that where your own right stop is where another person's right continue. So you cannot say that you have the right of freedom of movement. You start moving your cows from somebody's farm, destroying their farmland, destroying all their crops in the name of rearing cows. And when they arrest you, you said, no, I have freedom of movement. It doesn't apply. Then secondly, morally, this particular open grazing migration has created more harm than good in this country. Many people, it has, when we started having herders and farmers clash, that resulted in loss of life, both in Jos, in Benue, in all parts of the country, is as a result of this open migration. And this is something that would have done earlier before now. But because of President Buhari, that you can see the former Senate President talking about it. Do you know why he was unable to talk about it that time? Because he's watching the body movement of Buhari that time. Because there is a way he will talk. Buhari will ask the former EFCC chairman to go and get him arrested. So everybody was afraid of him that time. Now that he feels that he's free, you can see that he's speaking out. So this particular law, anybody that is opposing it is an enemy to this democracy and development of this country. Because many people, many children, many destinies has been destroyed as a result of this law. Because one, just imagine somebody that is 7 years, you have started living in the bush. You don't even know what is school. You need to see all these children. 5 years living inside the bush. As we are talking now, some people are inside the bush. As they are moving, any place is dark, that they will just see that place as their own farmland. And who are the owners of all those cows? These are the senators we are seeing. These are the owners of all those cows. Impoverishing these people so that they will not really start reasoning like a human being, so that they will not ask them questions. So that's why I'm calling, if it will be possible, let the people that are represented, let them exercise their power under section 69 and start recalling them. They are not even qualified to be a councillor.
But Mr. Maxwell, you see, this issue of anti-open grazing law,
yes,
it was an issue in Benue, in the last Benue State administration.
Who made this an issue?
No, when I mean an issue, it was introduced,
yes,
and they kicked against it.
Who?
They even had to bring politics into it.
Who kicked,
in Benue State as at that time?
Who kicked against it?
Some persons did. They kicked against it. They raised questions.
It's because of the government we are having that time. Have you forgotten the kind of government that we are having that time? Buhari don't never obey Nigerian law. Buhari doesn't believe in Nigerian law. Buhari don't even know what we are talking about. So he's a tribalist. He doesn't even know what we are talking about in rule of law. How can you be talking about open migration in this 24th century? Where has he done?
So you're saying, what you are saying now is that the law should be welcomed.
Of course.
So they should allow it scale through.
That, in fact, it is unheard of.
But you know that the issue of legislature, if it has to come to election, they vote.
That's what I'm saying now.
They vote, and the numbers will determine those that are voting for the law.
Yes, that is.
And when we get to that stage, will it scale?
Yes, it will.
It will.
Yes, it will. Because when you begin to, that's why I brought this book now. So probably these are my books on human rights. So probably you help me send it through your National Assembly reporter. He will give it to all those senators. All those senators, so that they will read it and understand what we are talking about, enforcement of fundamental rights. In fact, open grazing migration itself, that act itself is a violation of rights. It's complete violation of rights, because one, right to life under section 33 is being violated. Freedom of movement, because when they are moving, the farmers will run. You are talking about right to own property. Any right you can talking about. Discrimination. Most of the times you see them, all those the bad one among them, they will use their cutlass to uproot crops and give to their cows.
Animals,
you can see one now. They will even move them inside farm.
Inside even the city center in Abuja. Just imagine the beautiful roads and you see cows crossing.
I'm even disappointed in Wike self, because I was thinking that this is what Wike would have given, the first thing that he would have even done when as soon as he resumed as the minister for FCT. Because when people say, hey, but now I don't know whether it's lack of political will or who has the monopoly of violence. They were able to achieve that in that time because they had their father who was ready to back them. If you do, I mean, you act military to go and clear those people, you will see them carrying AK-47. If you get them arrested, you ask the SS to release them.
But you know that they are that sector is a very important sector in our economy.
Which sector?
These nomads, animal husbandry, those who practice animal farms.
So if there is no open open grazing migration,
yes,
you will not eat meat.
No, what I'm saying is, if there will be, the law is passed, probably this will push government to not make them more comfortable, isn't it? IJ,
listen, let me tell you. If this one is even unheard of. When you are talking about rearing cow, listen, when I was growing up, when I was in primary school, my parents are local farmers. I do assist them. My father do have goats. When you come back from school, you help my father go inside bush, go and get what do you call it, leaves that all those goats will eat. I have my own local poultry. We assist them, and if in my own village in Amuzi, I have to be the local government area of Imo State, you don't move your goats to another person's farm, except where a particular farm that they're about to farm. Probably there are grasses that place. You can now move your goats there. But immediately they farm that place, you don't move your goat there because it is a law. So what we are talking about is that when we stop this open grazing, it will help all those children to go back to school. You can see how a senator, you come out in the National Assembly where the international community, everybody is watching to say that Fulanis, they are not asking you for school, they are not asking you for a house, they are not asking you for good living. A senator representing all those people, that you should be thinking about how to send all those people to school, how to make them to start living like a human being, and you are here trying to justify what you are doing. Probably if you count his cow now, his cow is his own cows is over 10,000. So he don't want, he's looking for somebody that will be rearing his cow instead of him to go and get a particular ranch where he will be running his business. And you are saying moving what? When we are talking about moving, it's not talking about cow. Are you now saying that people should be moving their farm, carrying their farm from Bonu to Bayelsa, from Imo State to Adamawa? Is that what you are talking about? So you don't misinterpret the law, and you are a lawmaker, and you are quoting the law wrongly. So that's why this book now, I'm giving them free of charge. Yes, because even when he was talking about that section 41 and section 42, his mouth was shaking. I heard him saying, I didn't that the Senate President.
Were you there?
I was watching now.
Watched from the TV, yes, and you saw the mouth shaking.
Yes, now. You don't you know, you can replay it. So the Senate President would have even asked him to just read that section 41, because what he want to do, he want to use it to justify his submission, and you can't even bring it under fundamental right, for Christ's sake, because these are the laws, these particular practices, these are the practices that were done over 200-300 years ago, and we are bringing it in this present government. AJ, do you know that had it been that Nigeria is a country that is operating rule of law, where our laws are being respected, all the governors that allowed these little children to be in the bush rearing cow should be arrested. The senators and the members of the parliament, they should watch these people. Because I saw yesterday when the Senate President said that any law that offends the provisions of the Constitution, they will not apply to it. Maybe he's trying to give consideration to section 41 and 42. Mr. Senate President, the same Constitution under section 41 is even talking about, say that nothing will invalidate your own law which you enact as a result of this, if it is for public safety, public order, health, everything that has to do with that will benefit the democracy. Enact the law. The law permitted you, because you have a fundamental right does not mean that you can be causing trouble in the society. We have seen where some people want to carry out protest. They will give an order that protest is being cancelled. It's their right to protest. But when the government discover that this protest is going to be cancelled, they will restrict you. Not to talk about National Assembly. So when you say that it offends the discriminating against who? Are you not the person discriminating against all those poor children? You, Senator Aliero and Senator Goje and the Kawu, three of you. Are you people not the person discriminating against your own children and all those poor children in the bush? Where are your children? Where are they? Are they in the bush rearing cow? You that is a senator, are you not supposed to during your recess time? Do you go and rear cow? Don't you go to? Are you not? Don't you go to travel to abroad for medication, and you allow some other persons? Are you not discriminating against them? Where are you living? Where are those people living? They are living in the bush and they are living in Asoko.
Mr. Maxwell.
So they are the people that should be accused of discrimination. How much is their take home? And look at him there. He said that.
Mr. Maxwell, you are becoming too personal.
I should be personal.
You are becoming too personal.
I'm a human being. Oh, AJ, you cannot listen. I'm a father.
We have another caller.
You cannot see these children.
Mr. Maxwell, we have another caller. Chukwuemeka is coming.
They are in the bush.
Hold on. Chukwuemeka from Karo. Thank you so much, Chukwuemeka, for.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what that barrister said in this very video. You know, that was the lawyer Orofobi that was beaten few days ago in court. They fought him and they beat him due to one or two that happened in the court that day. You know, that was that same man talking in this very video, and the man actually spit out a lot of sense, and that is what I actually bring your attention to. A lot of Nigerians are not paying attention to this thing. Even the government, they are not paying attention to what they themselves they're doing? You know, in this century, for senators to be coming out and be saying that they want open grazing, that the bill should be passed and all of that, that it should be approved, that the headers should be involved in open grazing and all of that. In this century of the world, which country can do such if not for Nigeria? Have you ever seen a country like China where they are Hello Chamber, or US where they are Hello Chamber, they come out and they pass all this kind of bill? There is no country that is doing such in this century again, in this decade. No country is doing that. There are countries outside there, all they do in their chamber is to bring out bills that will be beneficial to the country, how their country is going to move forward in terms of education, technology, and all of that. But Nigeria, all the senators are saying now is that they want open grazing. Where on earth is this happening? Where are we seeing all the senators in Nigeria? I missed all the fast salary they're collecting. I miss everything. Can't they think for what is going to be beneficial to everybody in Nigeria and what is going to bring the country forward? The country is capsizing, and what these people are busy deliberating on is open grazing. How Fulani men will be entering people's farm and entering their farm, eating their crops, eating it up, and the farmers will lose. And when the farmers trying to challenge them and all of that, they turn into a fight where they take a lot of farmers' life. It happens to the regime of Buhari, and that is what they want to bring in the regime of Tinubu again. They took a lot of farmers' life in the regime of Buhari, even to the extent that you will see Fulani men. They're not walking up and down with stick alone. They're walking with AK-47. Many of them, if not all, many of them are walking up and down with AK-47. Now, is it people that are walking around with AK-47 that you want to go and challenge as a farmer? That is how they lost a lot of people's life. They acquired a lot of farmers in the time of Buhari, and Buhari did not do anything about it. Even when you arrest them, according to what the lawyer said, if you arrest them, they will still ask you to release them, just because that man called Buhari was a tribalistic man and the life of people is nothing to him. And the same bill is what they want the Senate to pass in the regime of Tinubu again. People that have not even been licensed to do open grazing before, they are already doing it, littering the whole streets, littering everywhere, entering people's farm, showcasing their highest level of wickedness by eating the farmers' crops and their sweat. And that is why a lot of farmers find it difficult to go to farm. They can't go to farm alone because they're scared of headers, they're scared of Fulani herdsmen, and by so doing, there is hike in price of commodity or goods in market. People cannot afford food in the market again because farmers have run away from the farm, and the same people are still the one coming out now to say that the Fulanis should be moving their cows up and down freely, open grazing and all of that. Where on earth is this happening? These people are only fighting for their own personal interest. They are fighting for their own personal business. This thing is their business. This Fulani work and how they rearing farm animals, boundary up and down, all of that, this open grazing thing is the business of a lot of senators, and that is their major concern. It is their business. That is why they are passing the bills that the bill should be approved and the laws should be enacted and all of that. They're using someone's child, 7-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy, 9-year-old boy as a Fulani, and that one will be rearing cars up and down in streets and all of that. Inside the bush, they will sleep in bush, and the children of these senators, they are in better countries enjoying life, but they can use someone's children to rear cows up and down in the street of Nigeria because they believe that their life is nothing to them. And now you can see what is happening. This is a country where we say we're practicing democracy. This is a country where we say that we're hoping for change. How will the change come when the House of Assembly, they are not passing the right bills? How will the change come when the House of Assembly, they are not doing the right thing? All they do there is child play as if they are all children. I don't understand where all these things are actually coming from, and as if that is not enough, Peter Obi have finally come out few hours ago and he bombast and labust Inec chairman. I missed the 2023 election. You know, that 2023 election was a big blow to everyone that is looking for a new Nigeria. You know, I missed all the voters intimidation, voter suppression and everything. Inec promised that the election will be free and fair and the election will be credible and transparent. Now, South Africa did their election. South Africa just concluded their election, and when they concluded it, they see how everything was transparent, how they transferring the vote to where everybody will see it, a big screen that everybody actually see the vote of everybody. You can see how everything was done. peaceably. There's no talks coming out in polling unit, and there's no polling unit people coming late to election, this thing and all of that. Peter Obi attacked Mama Yakubu. He said that Mama Yakubu is a fraudulent man. You will see everything on Peter Obi's tweet on Twitter. You will see everything that is said about Mama Yakubu, that Mama Yakubu is a Yahoo man. He's a fraudulent man. That is why he can never allow Nigeria election to be like the way South Africa actually did their election. Very transparent. Everybody saw the votes they voted. Everybody saw how everything was displayed, and there's no controversy or issue. There's no go to court and all of that. Just drop your opinion in the comment section in this video regarding what Peter Obi said regarding the South African Inec chairman. Do you think the 2027 election will still not be like the way it was in 2023? Drop your opinion. And what do you think regarding the Open Grazing stores and all of that, that the senators are fighting in the House of Assembly shamelessly because they're not ashamed of themselves? What do you think? Drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. As I'm gonna dedicate and that channel for you, and sure follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, my people? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Why you with the for church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.